start. We're just gonna get going right through all the film you guys sent me. I'm gonna see who's joined. So Jappa, Jacob is here. Eddie seems like he's here. J Day is here. So I know Eddie, Jappa, and Jacob all sent me film. Just remind me if you guys haven't, like whatever. I'm just gonna get as much done as I can. Like I said, I got limited time. There's not a lot of people on right now, so we will go from there. So let's go. So Jacob Liebert, you're up first. Okay. Let's look at this real quick. All right, it's the snap down progression, the trigger step progression. It's not bad. Bring that back foot through. Just get into the rhythm. Good. I feel like you could probably lean forward even a little longer. Trust that trigger step even a little bit more. I just want to see the 1, 2, 3 and get out. So that's fine. I just want to see the 1, 2, 3 and get out now. That ain't bad, Jake. That's not bad at all. You're taking a little long off that third step. Like you gotta get out of that third step a little bit more. Make sure 2 is powerful. Make sure you're not like shorting the second step. That one's gotta be powerful too. Get all your cleats in the ground. I can't see that third step, but it seems like you don't have all your cleats in the ground. You're on your toes a little bit. Like fundamentally speaking, that's pretty good. You just gotta trust it more and get out of it a little smoother. That one ain't bad either. Like these aren't bad, man. These are fundamentally sound. You just need more reps of them. Excuse my laptop screen for being so dirty. I didn't realize it now. It's not bad at all. You just gotta really come running out of that third step. The third step's gotta be a little more powerful. All right, but otherwise you're all right. Let me find the next one. Jake, that's you. I know you sent me a bunch of other stuff. I know a lot of you guys sent me other stuff. Again, I'm going to get to what I can based on who I think is on, who's watching, and we're going to go from there. That seemed like, Jake, it was just a reps thing for me, man. It didn't seem like fundamentally everything looked pretty good. Just make sure all your cleats are in the ground. You don't want to be pushing off your toes. You want to be pushing off all your cleats. All right, so let's look at this. We got the film. So who's here right now? Dennis Mack, are you here? J-Day, Eddie Ray Ronco is here. Eddie, we're going to watch your stuff right now. Hey, do me a favor. If you guys are on, just like wave at me or whatever right now, just so I know who's here. All right, we're going to watch this quick, Eddie. I know some of this was your like actual film evaluation stuff too.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'll send you the eval on it, but let's just try and get through these right now.
Norwegian flight DI-7016 with Nassau service to London page and the following passengers. Mr. Aaron. All
right, so Eddie, you're using the type brake right here, which is fine, but you're taking an extra step than what we talk about with the false accelerator. Anyway, Jake, just don't worry so much about like not necessarily the heel, just all your cleats. Don't think about it as the heel. Just get all your, just not your toes, not just your toes. All right, so anyway, look, Eddie, see how you're going? You're going drop, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're taking an extra step. You're not running through that inside step. So you're doing a type brake. All right, which is one extra step. Your pad's a little high. I want you really throwing your body over this more. We want to eliminate that step. All right, so you're going drop 1, 2, 3. I really want you to go snap 1, 2. All right, but as far as the mechanics, it's your pad's a little high. Get your pads lower. Get your chest over your toes more. All right, you're raising up and you're telling me you're braking before you brake. Let's go to speed cuts.
Ready, and we wish you a very pleasant flight.
It's not bad. Just stay square to the last second. I feel like you're leaning a little bit. If I'm a DB who's off at 7 yards, I'm jumping right there, just a tad early. This isn't bad though. But make sure. So like speed outs. The key on speed outs is your body language, right? The key on speed outs is opening your stride, keeping your pads low, keeping your eyes staring at the DB. So everything you're doing sells vertical, and then just snap it off at the last second. So just make sure you're not giving it away too early. Make sure your stride is open. All that stuff.
Immediate boarding and departure.
That one looks a little better. Square brake. See how your pads are raising up, Eddie? Everyone can see it. It's a good example. Watch your pads. See how you're low? You're low. See how they raise right there? We don't want that. I don't need that at all. All that's doing is telling me that you're not running by me. All right, so first things first, regardless of the brake, you're kind of doing this in all the reps so far, is make sure that doesn't happen. It's a bad habit. And that's going to get you covered more than anything. All right, so the break point doesn't even really matter until we get this fixed. I hope everybody sees this. All right, this raising up, we want to play low to lower. What low to lower literally means is you're starting in a low athletic stance. Your stance is fine. And see how you come off lower? Your pad should never raise above this the rest of the clip. Your pads should never raise above this. The fact that they're raising is just telling me you're not running vertical. All right, so get your pads low first and foremost. As far as the break point, drop break line, it's not bad. Break point's not bad. Get your pads low. All right, and again, apologies. I'm going to fly through these right now. Who else is here? All right, Manuel, I know you sent me a bunch of stuff. I'm going to open this first video you sent me. I know you just sent me a bunch on like whatever. I don't know if I'll have time to look at it. But I'm just going to do this one right now. If there's more stuff, just let me know. All right, so here we are running this false accelerate. That's not bad, man. It's really not bad. Just your second step, bro. You're trying to rush. It just seems like you're trying to be a little too fast. And you're not really coming into it full speed. You're kind of raising up and slowing down just slightly before. See how you're not attacking it. Think of that Richie James rep. Okay, again, let me pull this up. So look at you. All right. Look at what you just look like. And now watch how it's really supposed to look like. And just look how he's throwing his body into this a little bit more. All right. See what I'm saying? You see how there's no loss of speed, and he's really selling vertical by throwing his body into this, and see how much he trusts his feet. Like, you're just not quite there yet. You're not quite there yet. But you're almost there. Like, it's not too far off. But see how you're just a little timid going into it. You're not quite throwing your body into it fully, like you fully trust it. You got stuck on that one. Just be more powerful that second step. Everything's got to be a little more powerful. You're trying to be too fast, be a little more powerful, but I'm nitpicking right now. You're doing pretty well. The only thing I'll say is this, when you drop, see how that next step is not coming out in front of you? See how snap, 1, 2. See how this next step is underneath you right there? If you were more powerful on your second and third steps, that step would be out in front of you, you'd be gaining more ground. That's how I would say. Be a little more powerful with your second and third steps, Emmanuel, and I think that should be good. If there's other stuff you want to send me, I'll try and get to it. All right, Jappa, violent hip shift drill. All right, so this is a good one to watch because you got to fix this. All right, so watch this. So I need a hip shift, right? All you're doing right now is just sticking this right foot in the ground and pushing off it. There's nothing look at the mouse right here. I need to go boom, boom. I need to see a shift right here. All I'm seeing is just pushing off this side. There's no force. So this leg right here, you're not creating any force back this way. You're not actually shifting me. You're just sticking this foot in the ground and going that way. All right, does that make sense? So, J-Dad, I probably won't be able to answer questions on the plane. I'm trying to take my ass to sleep. But hit me up, maybe. But so, does that make sense? See what I'm saying, Jappa? And respond if you do. See how there's no real shift coming off that left foot? And you're just sticking that opposite foot in the ground, and there's not really a back and forth. Okay, let me try to find this. It's a recent teach tape. I know. Hold on real quick. I'm going to show you what I mean, and when we see Nestor do this. Jappa, that makes sense? All right, I'm glad that makes sense. Hold on, let me find this. You guys remember that Tay Adams one? Tay. Stick and slide. This might have been it. Sorry, this is Ness, maybe. Yeah, so watch Nestor. Watch Nestor. Boom, boom. Left, right. Right, left. See how he's going back and forth? Pop, pop. That's the hip shift we're looking for. Pop, pop. Back and forth. Right? Back and forth. That left to right hip shift. That's what we're going for on this drill. All right? And again, that's what we're kind of getting here. But here's Nestor again on the actual drill you were just doing. Okay, Jappa. Back and forth. Left to right. Left to right. Left to right. It's that good shift. I need that back and forth hip shift. All right, so that's what I would say on this. All right, just be a little more fluid with it. See how rigid you are? Have some more rhythm to it. It's just like it's a dance. Hip shift 1, 2, hip shift 1, 2. Have a little more rhythm with it. It shouldn't be quite so hard. It should be more rhythmic, more fluid. All right, way more rhythmic, way more fluid. Probably a little more space in between. See how rigid you are here? Just play basketball. Be loose. Be loose. Don't overthink it. Just be an athlete. Your hip shift is going to look different than Tay Adams' hip shift. Is going to look different than Nestor's hip shift. You're the same way Allen Iverson's hip shift looks different, or crossover looks different than everyone else. Have your own style to it. Don't try and look like anybody else. Just make sure your hips are shifting back and forth. All right, John. I hope that helps you. Let's keep rocking. Who just went on? Dennis Mack, you're on here, right? Dennis, I hope you're on. I saw you just joined. I'm gonna go over your film right now. All right, stance and start. It's pretty good. If everyone wants to see a good stance and start, this is it right here. Look at this. No, but here's what I'll tell you: just run, bro. What are you doing at the end of this? No, don't do that. What fucking route do you run that's 3 yards long like this? This is not real football right here. So I like your stance and start, but run off the ball like you have to run off the ball. I've never seen anybody run a 0-yard hitch unless you're practicing running like a rocket screen. But anyway, do stance and start like you're running off the ball. Like, this all looks pretty good. You look pretty low. You look pretty explosive. There's no wasted movement, bro. Look at this. Your first movement is out. But I don't know what the fuck that is. Don't do that. Just run. Unless you're really doing a rocket screen drill. But otherwise, just run. Don't reach like this. Don't keep your head down. See how your head is down. You're extending. Your arms are all over. Like, that's not a good position to be in at all. So I don't want to be there. I want my arms to be tighter. I want my eyes to be up. Like, that's not good. And I don't know what you're doing with the 3-yard route. But as far as your stance and start, that part is pretty good. Oh, so you were doing the trigger step progression. Okay. So now I get what you're trying to do. All right, so you're reaching way too much in this trigger step progression. All right, now we can talk about this, Dennis. Got you. All right, so Dennis, listen, you're reaching way too much. Okay, again. So the point of the false accelerate is to tell someone I'm going vertical. Does this tell me I'm going vertical? Like that, I mean, maybe a little bit, but you're just reaching a little too much. Then what, you're adding that next stop? All right, so don't do this. Anyway, just don't. It's hard for me to even judge this, bro. I'm not going to judge I'm not judging your trigger separation here because you're just doing it wrong. So, Dennis, I can't even judge your trigger step progression because I don't want to coach you up on a bunch of shit that, like, just don't add stance and start to it. Like, you're taking an extra step. So the trigger step progression should be this. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. If you heard your name, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out so I can best up with this. So here's the false accelerate progression. If I can fucking find it. Alright, so again, right? Just take one step. Like, don't make anything up. So just understand this, right, guys? I spend a lot of fucking time putting these drills together. I spend a lot of time figuring out how I want to give them. Don't make shit up. I will take care of that for you. I'll take care of how to execute the drill. Like, I got you. Guess what, Dennis? You might have to spend extra time just doing stance and start and extra time just doing the false accelerate. You can't combine the two and get a 2-for-1 combo. I don't know if you know this. These fucking shampoos that are shampoo and fucking conditioner in one thing, they don't work. All right? They don't fucking... You need one, then the other. So watch. It's one step. If you want to talk about the false accelerate, it's one step, and that first step is the trigger step. Okay? And he could get a little more extension here. Sorry. So it's one step, snap 1-2, and then I'm exploding out. All right? We're not adding stance and start. We're not trying to do two at one time. It's just the trigger step progression. It's just the false accelerator progression. That's it. All right? So, like, anyway, Dennis, I think you're a really good player from watching your film. So your stance and start is fantastic. It's literally as good as it gets. This part is as good as it gets. All right? But now as you go, like, this next step, that has to be the trigger step. Otherwise, now I just don't even know what this is. This is not what I told you to do. So just fix that. Fix what the trigger step progression is supposed to be. Stance and start looks very, very good.
11 to Rome. Eisenberg and Adler. Please proceed to gate number 3 for immediate boarding and departure.
Just be a little more loose. See how, like, tight and rigid you are at your upper body? See how, like, with your steps, see how, like, tight your arms are? Like, your arms should be matching your feet. They should be loose. Don't be so tight. Don't be so tense. Like, just, you gotta let this shit flow. You gotta let this shit flow. You gotta let it be natural. Don't try to be too stiff with it. Don't try to be too rigid. Don't try to be too perfect. Like, just let yourself be an athlete. You've never seen LeBron James or Allen Iverson or anybody cross somebody over or do anything athletic with a tight, fully clenched upper body. Your upper body's fully clenched right now. Like, just be loose. As far as what your trigger step looks like, it's not bad. You're not, like, the snap down's not terrible. You're not running out of this at all. So, like, it's not terrible. But I need to snap 1-2. I need you to run. You're not really running out of that. Like, I need you to run. Run the fuck out of this. All right, it's not about how fast you can stop. It's how fast can you stop and run out. Where's your second round? Snap 1-2. See how you're getting stuck there? You're not turning your hips in the second one enough. So watch this. Snap. See how you're not turned at all? That second step, you guys have to turn inside. Right? Fuck me, you fucking dick. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Individual routes. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. Let me show you Mo real quick. Maybe I won't show you low. We don't have it, do we? Anyways, that makes sense. All right, Dennis, that makes sense. Good. Let me try and show you one more. Here's Mo. No, that's not Mo. See how much these guys are turning inside? See how much he's turning inside? See, he's turning right there. That second step, he's turning. Because now you can open your hips and get out of it. See, it's a little bit more seamless. He's exploding out of that. It's a little better. See how quickly he's getting out of that? See how quickly they're getting out of it? They're turning. Turn your hips and get out so you can open your hips. That one's fucking perfect. 1, 2, 3, and get out. All right, Dennis, make sure you open your hips in the direction you want to go. All right, last one for you.
Eisenberg and Adler abroad. Please proceed to gate number 3 for immediate.
Same thing. Same problem. You're not turning your hips at all. Sorry, I wasn't showing you that. Same problem. You're not turning your hips at all. Snap 1, 2. Turn your hips inside. You're getting so stuck out of it because you're rigid. You can't possibly open your hips and run out of it. Let's start to turn into this break a little bit more. Snap 1, 2. Just turn inside. Turn in that direction more. Same thing. Turn in that direction. That's it. We found your problem. Fix your hips. All right, Dennis. Open your hips more in that direction. Don't be so rigid with your upper body. All right. Don't incorporate stance and start with that. Like do it exactly as instructed. Your stance and start looks great. Send me all those drills again with those coaching points, and I think you'll be much better. All right, but send me those next week. By the way, we might not have BeanTallk next week, guys, because it's going to be 3 a.m. in Austria, wherever I am. So just for a heads up. But anyway, Dennis, send me all that stuff and resend it to me. All right, with the coaching points. And please, Dennis, if you have questions, DM me, and we'll talk about it. All right, Berto, I saw you just joined on. All right. You're going to have the same exact problem here, boy. So first of all, that's not what we want. We don't want a full, sorry. Berto, this is not what we want. I do not want you fully lunging. Like you're leaping at this. You're literally leaping. You're not going to be very powerful. I don't know what. I don't know. You're adding some stuff to it right now that you don't need. You're leaping at this. It's not a leap. It's an aggressive trigger step. It's an aggressive snap down. But I don't want to be leaving you're literally leaving your feet for this. And then I don't even know. You're not really trigger stepping on it. You're trigger stepping like the next 2. Like I don't even really know what you're doing, to be honest. Like this looks like it should be your trigger step. Because you're running so fast, you got so much momentum, you can't even fucking possibly get out of this. So now you're like, I don't even know what that step is, and it's drop 1, 2, 3 is really what you're doing. So this is kind of messy right now, bro. We gotta clean this up. Does this make sense to you, Berto, what I'm saying? It's like we can't leap for that. Like now you have so much momentum on this right foot. You're not. This isn't stopping you. See how you don't stop yourself at all? You actually gain speed going through that. You need to stop yourself with every step. So snap that down. Again, let me try and show you real quick. So this drill is the arrow drill. Let's find some good reps at this real quick. Here's Juwann, man. Like Juwann is fucking good. Watch Juwann. He slips a little bit there. But watch every step. See how he's stopping himself with those steps? See how he's stopping himself? You know what I mean? He's not leaping. You don't see him leaving the ground. He's just snapping down right underneath himself. You got me? Watch Drummel. Drummel's pretty good too. It's kind of a tough camera angle. But you see what I'm saying, Berto? So like when you leap, let's see Juju. See how it's all underneath them though? When you like leave the ground like that, when you do as much as you did, like you have so much momentum on that foot, you're never gonna be able to stop yourself. Like you want to stop yourself with every step. Let me find some more good ones. Here's Juwann. This is when Juwann was at his prime, right? It might be the same thing. Watch Juwann. He's stopping himself with every step. Snap 1, 2. Every step is violent in the ground, stopping himself. He's not. Watch. He's not. See how he's not like. He's not. See how there's 1 foot in the ground. There's 1 foot planted. Maybe there for a second. There's not. But he's not like lunging at this fully. He's bending his knees, stopping himself there. See how he's turning again for Dennis. Turn inside and get out. All right, but this still. Whoops, sorry. This still gives the illusion that I'm running vertical. That's still an aggressive step. You know what I'm saying? That still looks like I'm running by you, but I don't have to leave my feet for it. So just calm down a little bit. Snap 1, 2. Try and be efficient. Don't over-exaggerate too much, Burton. See how out of control you are, bro? Because this step is so. Look at that. We don't. That's bad, bro. Like see. Look, you're stopping yourself, right? Look how much momentum this is. You're not slowing down at all. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get it. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Like that one. This is much better. It's just that first step's impossible. It's much better, actually, and you're actually gonna do it right. You just got to clean that first step up. This is snap and stop yourself, turn, like all that's good. You're just so out of control with that first step. Let me get to your last one. Yeah, reaching way too much. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right, Berto. Hit me, DM me if you need anything, but you're just reaching way too much. You'll be good. All right, I got a few more minutes, guys. I gotta go kind of soon. I think we're boarding kind of soon. But who else sent me film? Who haven't I gotten to? Marco Maston, are you on here? Yes, you are. All right, Marco, I'm watching your film right now. Hope you're watching. I'll tell you what, Marco, you want to talk about someone who's gotten a lot better since this VIP program started. This guy, Marco, has gotten a lot fucking better. Everyone see this? It's pretty fucking smooth right here. It's pretty fucking smooth right here. All right, now, what I'll tell you is you're only running to 10 yards, Marco. I don't know a lot of 10-yard curl routes. And also your outside foot is up, unless you're practicing a comeback. I don't know. So like just make sure these little fundamentals, Marco. So if the ball's into your left right here, your outside foot is up. Make sure that's how you do it in a real game. Most people have their inside foot up. That's how you do it, that's fine. But just make sure that make sure you're doing how you do it in a real game. I want your inside foot up, that's how you do it in real life. Okay? But as far as the break point, you're shortening your stride a little bit. I want you to really run this like a route. I don't think you need the cone, right? Rather than have cones here, guys, I'd rather you count steps. So a 12-yard curl is if your inside foot is up, a 12-yard curl is your fourth outside trigger step. So I'd rather you count steps and learn how to play off rhythm rather than put cones there. Does that make sense? All right, but Mark, this is pretty good, man. See how the difference between Marco and the previous two guys? See how Marco is turning inside a little more? You can still turn even more, Mark. Snap 1, 2. And even if you turn more inside, it'll be easier to open your hips right there. You can be a little more powerful with everything. A little more powerful, but that's pretty damn good, bro, to be real. I just want you to run this like a real route. Don't make this a cone drill. There's no reason for this to be a cone drill. Okay, the biggest thing I want to see you do is get rid of the cones and just count your steps. Fourth outside trigger step. All right, fourth outside trigger step. Mark, are you here? Can you hear me? I hope you're here. This is pretty good by Marco. I just want you to extend this again. I don't like this. Shouldn't be so close. This is 6 yards. This is not even 5 yards away. I want this to be 7, 8 yards away. But again, look at the properties of the false accelerate, guys. It's pretty good. Violent trigger step, turn on my second step. Boom. Those second and third steps will be more powerful, and he'll have more explosion coming out. I don't think Marco's here. Good. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Hopefully, Mark, you rewatch this, or I'll post it, and you'll be good. Spread everything out. Use less cones. Count more steps. So even on this arrow drill, guys, let me explain the arrow drill to you one more time and give you some more detail. On this arrow drill, my goodness, is this thing being difficult. So I'm going to tell you this in a second, Champa. So the distance in the cones of the arrow drill should be about 7 yards, okay? And it should be your second outside step. So let me show you guys this real quick. So let's set up the arrow drill for you guys. Except my computer doesn't feel like working. Awesome. Hold on. All right, arrow drill. Here we go. So the distance should be about 7 yards, okay? Your inside foot is up. Your inside foot is up. Okay, see how Juwann's inside foot is up? He's running a curl. It should be your second outside step. So that way you can still count steps, right? First outside step. Now that one's different. This one was way longer. So this one was third outside. This one was way longer. So we're doing it differently. But still you can count steps. This one he's going third outside. Fine. 1, 2, snap 1, 2. Okay, but it should be about 7 yards. Let me find one that's better proportioned. See what I'm saying? So it's about 7 yards. Okay. Second outside trigger step. 1, snap 1, 2. Everyone got that? All right, so about 7 yards between them. So it's 9 yards from the top of the numbers to the sideline. This is probably about 8 yards. We're about a yard off the sideline. All right, but 7 yards, 7 to 8 yards. You want to time it up so it's your second outside trigger step. All right, I want you guys counting steps. And I got to do a post on this for you guys, the difference between counting steps and counting yardage. But if you're not familiar with it, don't worry about it. If you are familiar with it, make sure you're counting steps. All right. Guys, I got like 10 more minutes. If I haven't gotten to you, I'm sorry. Where are we at? All right. Who else have I not gotten to? Pretty much everyone. Patrick, you on here? Patrick's on here. I'm going to get to him real quick. Everyone else who sent me film, I think I got to. Berto, Dennis, Eddie, Emmanuel, Japa, Marco. I get to Patrick. I'm going to check my email. Jacob, we got to yours. That makes me feel happy. So, Jake, we got to yours. Is Patrick Dutton on here? He's not on here? All right, hold on. So that's it. Dennis, I know you sent me some stuff. Emmanuel, I see the stuff you sent me. If you guys sent me film in your email, I'm going to get back to you on it. I got to do a lot of these. I kind of fell behind. If you guys haven't gotten an eval from me, I fell behind a bit with Super Bowl week and with this whole Europe trip. So just bear with me for a second. If you've gotten an eval, great. We're going to take the next step soon. If you have not gotten an eval for me yet, just give me a couple days. I'm going to try and really knock some out in Europe, but my life has been hectic. But everybody who sent me film for this BeanTallk, I think I've gotten it. Again, guys, just to reiterate, guys who are watching, if you want me to send it to the group chat, I want you to send it to the group chat just so everybody sees it. The best thing to do is to email it to me, okay? Anyway, so Jake, if you have stuff for tonight, email them to me. I'm going to have to get to it next week because I'm boarding my flight pretty soon. But the best thing to do, if you want me to watch something for you on BeanTallk, email it to me so I can, because what I do is I do this, right? And I show you guys my computer. So the easiest thing is just to email it to me. I'm gonna get Jake, Liam, I know you DM me, Liam, I know you just joined, I haven't been able to see you. Jake, your eval is gonna come this week. Liam, I know you DM me, I haven't gotten to you yet. Just bear with me a little bit, guys, as I travel. But I'm gonna get to Patrick's film so we can rewatch this, and then I gotta call it. All right, and you guys can learn from this, and then we'll go. All right, but anyway, Jake, you can DM it, but email it to me, and then next week I'll get to it, or I'll email you about it this week. All right, so now it's something different. It's a pressure step progression, so we can all learn from this. Let's just watch it.
Your new boarding time will be 9:50 p.m. We thank you for your patience.
All right, everything's a little wild and out of control for me right now. All right, so, Jake, you're welcome, man. Fucking grind never stops, bro. So I want him to hold this longer. Like, he's not proving to me that he's very stable on this. He's like rushing off this. But see how much he's reaching? Like, I don't want to reach like that. That's not good. I don't want to be in that position. All right, I want to be all underneath myself. See, that's why it's kind of hard for him to stop. Like, I don't want to be fully reaching. I want to be subtle. Okay, and then when I'm here, see how much he's reaching? Again, we never really want to be in this position. Like, I never really want to be lunging towards a pressure step or lunging towards a break. Like lunging, throwing your body at it like this is never helpful. Still be in control. Like this tells me you're out of control when you're throwing yourself at it. And see how long it takes him to get out of this break? Like, look how long it takes him to get out of this break. Because there's just so much momentum. Like, his foot has to catch and transfer so much weight and so much momentum. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little tough. So, like, it's got to be right underneath you. You want it to be subtle, right underneath you. I'm gonna show this last clip, and then we'll see an example of it, and then we're out. It's just tighten. That's a little better. It's a little better. That's a little better. Look at that. See how much smooth. So listen, he only did the one pressure step. Look at the fucking difference in the drill. So watch. More underneath myself. That's way more underneath myself. That's way. Now watch this pressure step. It's gonna be the best one yet. Sorry, I know this is blurry. Watch the pressure step. It's gonna be the best one yet. He's out. Still not great, but it's way better because everything's a little tighter. Everything's a little bit more underneath yourself. All right, so let me show you guys an example of what it should look like, and then I am going to politely excuse myself from this conversation. What were we just watching? Pressure step progression? Pressure step progression. Where is all this? Oh, it's there. Hold on, sorry guys. All right, anyway, this is one we always talk about. Okay, it's the last one for the pressure step progression. All right, so here's Dremel. Okay, again, just a quick example. All right, but let's look at the difference between him and Pat. See, that's right underneath him. He's not reaching. Right underneath him. Okay, not reaching. Right underneath you. See the difference there? Like he's not thrusting his body into this. It's just right underneath him. It's easy. Now look, right underneath him. He's out. He's out. He's out. Again, here's one where he is reaching. This is one I used in the example the other day. Okay, so this is not too dissimilar from Pat's. See how out of his framework he is and how much he has to gather? That's what we don't want. We don't want to be you've never seen a receiver be out of control or look like he's trying too hard. Right? These receivers never look like they're trying too hard. They always look smooth. Look, all matching the same foot placement. So again, the goal on that false accelerator, on the pressure step progression, is to match the same foot placement. All right? Anyway, guys, sorry I couldn't spend some more time with you. I know I'm cutting it about half short. I'm in Europe the next 2 weeks. DM me. I'll have plenty of time to get back to DMs. Then my time zones are going to be all fucked up, so I'll be screwed up there. But DM me if I haven't gotten an eval from you. I mean, if you haven't gotten an eval from me, I'm going to get you one ASAP. I should be working through everybody, man. Like, everyone who's on here right now, I'm pretty sure I've sent you the eval or, like, your next up. Like, Dennis stuff. Jake Benenhoff is next up. Like, you know, most of you guys have done. If not, like, let me know. Constant stream of communication. I have an old expression. What's my expression, Luke? So I'm here, by the way. One of my lucky. This is Luke Gadsden, who played for me at Bosco the last 2 years. He's come with me on this trip, and I have an old expression that says nothing bad ever happens from too much communication. Right? What has come from too much communication? Hold on.
The Cold War.
The Cold War started right? So
not enough communication.
So we have this ongoing joke at Bosco and everywhere. It's like when my players don't talk to each other or something happens without talking, I'm like, hey guys, nothing bad ever happens from too much communication. Literally nothing bad. The fucking Cold War started because of a failure to communicate. Because Russia and the US wouldn't communicate with each other, a fucking war started. So you and your teammates can't talk to each other? So anyway, same thing with us, right? Like nothing bad ever happens from too much communication. If you need something, DM me. That's why I'm here. You know, we're going to keep working through this, keep making this better for you guys. But hit me up if you need anything. I'll see you guys soon, and I'll get those evos out to you. Peace.